don't know why I'm doing football videos, because I absolutely cannot stand football, right? But famous ground hopper Neil Smith has invited me to
Why am I famous, Timmzey? What have I done?
Well, something about the 92.
Yes, 92.
Completed the 92 league. See, I've learnt this, right, and I didn't know this, but there's 92 stadiums in the football league, the English football league, right?
Grounds.
The issue is, each year, or each season as you would call it if you like soccer, obviously teams get relegated up and down. So as Neil's been doing the 92, which I didn't know this, some of them clubs have dropped off. And then you get places like Everton, which you saw in that last video, because 250 people have watched that, which is actually unbelievable. Even though it doesn't sound a lot, it is a lot for YouTube for me. You get new grounds on there. So Neil had probably almost done the 92. New ground gets built. It's got to redo it. So although he said he's done the 92, every new ground what gets built, if they're in the English league, he'll lose that and he's got to go and visit the ground again. Is that right?
Yeah, so if a side gets relegated from the Football League, it gets lost. So what I need to do now is do all the National League, which is the league below. But Southend, where we're going today, used to be in the Football League. They're actually as high as the Championship. I've seen Stoke play them in the Championship multiple times. And Southend's always been a bucket list ground for me. It's ace, it's run down, a bit rustic, hasn't been touched for about 20 odd years. So I've always wanted to go Southend, but because my priority over the last 5 years has been to finish the 92, I've left Southend alone because it wasn't part of that list. But now we're hitting the National League, the league below, because we need some insurance. Because last year, Oldham Athletic played Southend in the National League playoff final. I had been to Oldham, which meant my 92 was set, so they would come up and I've still got that ground, but I hadn't been to Southend. So if Southend were promoted last year,
limit camera ahead,
I would have lost one of the 92. So my plan now is to do all the National League, and then it doesn't matter who gets promoted at the end of the season. My 92 is safe and secure. The only time I can get done now is if anyone changes grounds.
That's great to hear, Neil. But as I've just mentioned, I don't like football. I went to Rangers game with you because I think that's quite interesting. Decent ground, good heritage. It's in another country technically, and I like that sort of thing. Then you invited me to a game in Liverpool, which for me is like, why would I want to go to Liverpool? But you told me it's a new stadium, brand new. Second ever match played there, and it's a night game, which I like the atmosphere. I enjoy that kind of thing. So why have you invited me to Southend-on-Sea?
This is going to be a totally different experience. In my opinion, the smaller, banged up grounds are better than the fancy new stadiums like we went to at Everton the other week. Plus, we have a midday out because we're going to go to the UK's longest pier, Southend Pier, 1.3 miles long. No reason to make a pier that long. It's just they've done it because they can, haven't they? They've done it for the sake of it. So actually we're going to go to a classic seaside resort. It's only, what time is it now? 10:30. We're going to be in Southend for 11:40. So we have 3 hours around Southend before kick-off, doing cool stuff. And then Southend is a battered old ground. For me, they're the best grounds. You haven't done that yet. You've been Rangers, which is like... I mean, Rangers was immense because Rangers, you've got the historic, and then you've got the modern, and you've got like the greatness of the club and all that business. That's kind of an all-round package, but it isn't small as it's big. Everton's like the fancy, shiny, brand new, perfect stadium built in the modern way that a lot of people like. Southend's the total opposite. It's small, it's run down, it's battered. It's a club that nearly went bump a couple of years ago, but I think these grounds have more character. I love grounds like that. Like, I prefer Grimsby than Tottenham. I prefer Carlisle over going Arsenal. They're the best grounds, so I think you'll enjoy today, Timmzey.
Well, we'll see. Right, Neil, we've just landed in Southend-on-River. It's not the sea.
Southend-on-River, I agree with that.
So, we're disappointed by the name, but are we disappointed by the place?
I would say it's exceeded expectations. It's meant, it's brilliant. Massive fair. Are you going around the background?
Yeah.
With a massive fair. The UK's longest pier. I think it could be the world's. We need to fact check this later.
World's longest pier, he says.
I reckon it's the world's longest. No one's going for 1.3. Look at the hotel in the background as well.
That hotel is awesome. I'll do another shot of that in a minute, but that's mega. So far, it's absolutely
brilliant.
top tier.
Class.
And Neil's just doing his hair. All about transparency on this
Longest
channel.
Pier. I think it could be Southend. Yes!
The world's longest pier is in Southend.
It's the world's longest pier. I told you it was the world's longest pier.
Go on then.
Always listen to me.
Too cheap. Is
That's fine.
for two, I think. Thank you, mate.
How would you be going there?
First class.
First class carriage. The style of that, first class. Badge. It's his birthday today, that's why. Southend.